Welcome back to Whiskey Bonded. I'm Conrad. Today we're back to YouTube format so that I can talk about a new Irish whiskey that I found, Two Stacks Irish Whiskey, because I want to see if it'll stand up to these three big time players that I know I love. The Greenspot, Glendalough, and Redbreast 12. Now y'all know how I feel about Irish whiskey and specifically how I feel about Redbreast 12s. So this is not going to be easy, but I got high hopes because this is some good stuff. Wonder how it's going to turn out. Okay, so I went ahead and poured all of these out because I'm going to save you that time and try and keep this short. So all of these Irish whiskeys have some things in common. They've all got some aging in ex-bourbon barrels and Oloroso sherry casks. So there's going to be some similarities. So I'm going to talk primarily about the differences. All Irish whiskeys are going to have some of that vanilla, a little bit of oak, a little bit of that caramel. They're going to be floral. They're all going to be the same. So we're not going to talk about that stuff. I'm going to talk about what's different in these four. Let me give them a smell and a little bit of taste, and we'll talk about what the differences are and how this one stacks up to these three. All four of these are actually really, really good, and this Two Stacks Irish Whiskey absolutely holds its own in this class. What's different between these four? What makes each one unique? So the Two Stacks Irish Whiskey actually has some peat in it, and it is a blend of malted and grain and pot still, aged in different barrels and in different ways, but those mix actually gives us some complexity. It's actually quite well balanced, quite well rounded, and very nice to drink, and it's got a little bit of complexity to it, just like these other three do. The Greenspot has got more oak, and so does the Glendalough. These both have more oakiness to them. The one thing that makes the Greenspot unique for me is the apple on the nose and the apple on the palate. That is something you only get in this one. The Glendalough, more sherry. Sherry to me. Very sweet, very nice, bold in the sherry flavor. The other ones are quite subtle. And the Redbreast is the king of balancing all of these things together in a super subtle way. It tones down the oak. The sherry is there, but nothing really punches you in the face, whereas there are certain things that stand out in these other ones. To me, what's the bottom line here? I gotta say Redbreast is the king of this still. It's gonna be really hard for anything to beat Redbreast for me, but if I had to choose between these and put them in a certain order, I'll tell you which order it would be. Yeah, for me, the Two Stacks is that good. I'd go number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Now, only because the Greenspot is really nice, but there is a bit of that ether on there, and that green apple to me is really interesting, but it doesn't make it great. I like the sherry bomb. I like sherry bombs. This is really, really good, and the flavor is bold, and I like bold flavored Irishes. The Two Stacks is just really, really cool. It's really unique. It's got a lot going on. It's got different flavors coming at you, and I actually like a lot that little bit of peat. That little bit of smokiness, I think, kind of brings out some of those other flavors and makes them pop. It also kind of tends to linger around a little bit, and I like that. The Redbreast is going to retain its crown for me. The Redbreast 12 year is just everything. I mean, there's a lot going on a Redbreast. There's a lot of flavor that comes at you, and it kind of evolves, and it kind of melds and bends, and it hangs around. It smells delicious. It tastes delicious. But the beautiful thing about Redbreast is nothing jumps out. Nothing goes, bam, sherry bomb, bam, apple. It's just delicious and floral and complex in a way, but just really nice. And I think that's what's great about Irish whiskey. It's just really nice to drink. It's easy to drink. It's sweet to drink. I love Irish whiskey. You guys should know that if you've been watching my channel. So there you have it. If you haven't had Two Stacks Irish whiskey, you really should think about getting out and trying it, especially if you like Irish whiskey. But I would say if you like lightly peated scotches or even Islay scotches and you drink Irish whiskey, you should try this because that little tiny bit of smoke is really, really interesting. I really, really like this. So you guys, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Come check me out over on Instagram. I'm even on TikTok. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'd be curious to hear what you guys got to say. I'm Conrad. This is Whiskey Bonded. Thanks for tuning in. Here's my Irish whiskey review. Let me know what you guys want to do next. Cheers.